Hey, how's it going? I just watched a video posted by Richard Coughlan um, asking the white nationalists, like the EDL supporters, where are you now, now that one of your own um, has committed an act of terror, referring to the Oslo shooter, the person who killed, well, allegedly, right, the trial hasn't started yet, killed almost 90 people in Oslo, Norway. Well, to find out exactly what they are saying, I went to the Stormfront website. And essentially, what they're doing is saying this looks like a Mossad operation, and pointing out the fact that the shooter is an admitted Zionist. So they're essentially chalking this whole thing up to the Mossad, the Israelis, in other words, the Jews. The Jews did it. Okay? Now, Richard, I like you. And I really enjoy your channel. Every time you open the channel, I automatically subscribe to it. Um, but I think that you're ignoring a fundamental mindset in the psychology of the people that you're talking about, the white nationalist crowd. When incidents like this happen, when you ask the question like, "Well, where are you now?" Uh, Richard, they're not paying any attention to this. As I already stated, they're pinning the blame on someone else besides themselves. And it will not take long for them to quickly forget this incident ever happened. In fact, when a terror attack credited to or claimed by an Islamist organization does take place in the near future, they will be saying what they've been saying all this time, that only Muslims do bombings, only Muslims do mass shootings, only Muslims do all these other things. And that people such as yourself will have to constantly bring up the topic of the Oslo shooter. So uh, they are simply blocking this whole incident out of their minds. It's not even phasing them. They're not asking themselves, maybe we've been wrong all this time. Maybe our side is just as capable of mass murder as the people we've been complaining about. None of the people pushing the Sharia law panic button are giving this incident in Norway the slightest amount of consideration. And that's just really unfortunate. The guys in Stormfront, they're not taking any uh, blame or giving themselves any sense of, maybe we need to step back and think about some of the violent rhetoric that's coming out of our side, of our group, the white nationalist crowd. Maybe we need to re-examine ourselves and not, have people from our side giving all this violent talk. No, all right? They're already blaming this on other people. So it's really sad. No one in their crowd is saying, that they condemn the attack, at least none that I've seen. And the people in Stormfront, who are a really good snapshot of the white nationalist movement, not only in the United States, but in Europe, uh, they will consistently play the victim card. We're the ones being singled out. The United Nations and the European Union are trying to make us look bad, so they create this incident in Norway in order to focus the blame on us. In the same way that some people in the militia crowd were claiming that the Oklahoma City bombing, where Timothy McVeigh and his cohorts bombed a federal building and killed all those people, people were saying, "Oh, this is a U.S. government operation. This is a black flag operation where the government carries out a bombing and pins all the blame on us in order to make us look bad." And of course, one of the results of the Oklahoma City bombing was that the militia movement was so demonized in the national press and in the national view that many militia groups faded from the spotlight that they had managed to achieve at around that time. But they have had a resurgence since the election of America's first black president. So don't trouble yourself, Richard, asking these people, where are you now that one of your own has done this? They're not even fazed by it. There is no moment of self-reflection, no self-criticism, no looking within themselves to see if there is something dark and sinister lurking there. They have already begun to pin the blame of this incident on other people. And as far as they are concerned, they are completely innocent of any wrongdoing in this shooting, either themselves personally or their ideology. Their hatred of non-whites and of Muslims and of President Obama remains firmly intact and unassailable. All right? So you guys take care now. This is Fix Scary 808. See you again soon.